everybody, my name is Jodi Lakin, and today on my channel I am going to be taking some inspiration from these Disney magazines that I have and using them in my journal to sort of draw out some cute characters and just get inspiration from them basically. So I have only 4 Disney magazines. I thought I'd explain them a little bit to you. So the very first one I wanted to show you is the Disney Fan magazine. This magazine comes out monthly in Japan. Let me just move these ones. So it comes out monthly. I haven't subscribed to it, but you can buy this magazine on Amazon. And I think when the month has passed, then you can get it on your Kindle, which I wasn't aware of until I just checked this morning. So basically, this is from December 2018. And this was the one and only Disney Fan magazine that I have. Basically, inside we just have lots of things from the Tokyo Disney parks. Now, if you don't know and you're new to my channel, I live in Japan and I have luckily been able to visit the Tokyo Disney parks, but I don't live near the park. I actually live in the countryside in Japan, so it's not very often that I get to go, but I have lived in Japan for almost 3 years, so it means that I have been able to go. And also before I lived in Japan, I came over specifically for a trip to Tokyo Disney for my 25th birthday. That was the very first time that I went to the parks. But basically this magazine is full of merchandise and lots of really cool images from the park. Look at the food, recipes, all sorts of things. I had seen people in the park walking around with this magazine, and I've seen it a few times actually, but I just didn't know where they got this magazine from. And it always really bugged me because I saw people walking around with it and I wanted it. So I found it at the end of last year, I guess, because this is 2020 to 2021. Again, you can order this on Amazon. I don't know if you can now, if it's still available. When I say Amazon, I mean Amazon Japan, which is literally Amazon.Japan, but I don't know if you can order it to your own country. But basically, this has all the merch, all of it, that is available through the year 2020 and 2021. So if you are like me and you are a sucker for the merch, then you would love this magazine. I adore looking through it, and I can see items that I have bought already and also items that I would still like to purchase. So I would often see people holding this in the park and like pointing at things and then going obviously to look for that item. And I was always really bothered by it. I was like, where did they get that from? I really want to see what merch is available in the park. But they really are beautiful and everything's packaged really nicely too. I really wanted to take some inspiration from this today. The other 2 magazines I bought, they're both from 2020. So I haven't actually bought any magazines recently. But I'm always very conscious that I have to take these things back home to England. So I'm very selective with the books and magazines that I buy, even though, yes, I would love to collect them. I just have to be aware that I do have to take these things home eventually, and that's going to cost a lot of money to send all these things home. So yeah, I just have to keep that in mind when I am buying these magazines. But these 2 in particular, I really liked the front cover illustrations, and that's the main reason I bought these magazines. So this company, it's called Disney Fantasy Shop, but at the bottom here is the brand, I believe, which is Belle Maison. Oh, I sounded very French then. I didn't mean to. And no, I can't speak French, as you can probably tell. I'm sorry if I butchered that. So this is a company that sells a lot of Disney products, but the items are only available from this like specific store. They're not actually from the Disney store or anything like that. And this company, I believe they sell lots of other products too, but these are just from this company, and a lot of it is homeware as you can see, there's a lot of homeware items in here. Oh, this is cute. Is that a little photo? Oh, I like that. So I believe if you have this, oh, I like those jumpers. Aren't they cute? So I believe if you have this book, you can order, like actually from the magazine. I think here. Is it here? Yeah, so you can order here and then you post it off and they'll deliver the items to your house or something. Trust me, I've been tempted, but I haven't actually done it. So that was the, this one was from Autumn. It's got a really nice autumn cover on. And then this one was from the cherry blossom season last year. And they have these as well in like local bookshops and things like that. You can just pick up the magazines there. But yeah, really cute. But this is mainly homeware. Oh, I love these too. I used to see a lot of people walking around the parks with these jumpers on. And again, I didn't know where they bought them from because they weren't available in the Disney store and they weren't available around the parks. But I would see people wearing these. I was like, where did they get them from? And then I realised this. I found this magazine and I was really happy that I found out. I felt like I knew some insider knowledge. So I'm just doing a quick flip through of the magazine, and anything that sort of stands out to me, or any of my favourite items from the park, or things that I just think would be interesting to draw, I'm just putting a little tab on the page so that it's easier for me to flick back through and I don't forget something that I really liked to start with. So I think the first thing that I really want to start with is the Shelley May stuff, because, sorry, not Shelley May, Duffy and Friends, because that's right in the front of the magazine and they're really cute colours like pastel, and it's the first little tab that we come to here when I'm looking through the book. So let's start with Shelley May and Duffy and Gelatoni and Stella Lou and Cookie, who is brand new to the gang. Actually, her name is Cookie Ann, not just Cookie. I don't know why I thought it was just Cookie, but her name is Cookie Ann. And I think she's pretty new, like I said, to the Tokyo resort parks. I think that she is a little cook. Obviously, if that's not obvious, she bakes cookies and she's a little dog. So it's really cute. So what I'm drawing now is sort of my interpretation of some of the images that are in the book, some of my favourite merchandise, or just some of the things that I think are interesting or look interesting to paint and draw, some of the colours that I like too. I've been mixing up on my little palette there, and I was just having a lot of fun, like freehanding some of the items with the watercolour. But actually, this is not going to be the main focus of this video. So after I did this double page spread, like I did it on one day and that was going to be it for this week's video, like this double page spread. But later that evening I actually went back into my sketchbook and did some more sketching, because I felt like I could not do better, but I felt like I just could get my inspiration a little further, because from this page, the way it turned out, yes, I like it, but it wasn't exactly what I was imagining. So the very next day I decided to film it again. So even though, like I said, I do like it, I love the colours, I just wanted to change, play with some of the proportions, change the eye shape and things like that. So that's exactly what I did. I gave some of them big heads and little bodies, and then like big eyes, small eyes, and I even changed some of the actual merchandise pieces. Like I drew them in a more like fun, quirky style, I think, and I much preferred that. So you can see at the bottom left corner of this shot here, you can see a little cute picture of Gelatoni, who is the cat. Gelatoni is a painter as well, so he's like really cute, and he's a really lovely colour. Like he's like a mixture of like a greeny bluey colour. He's really cute. And I drew him like in this really cute little pose, like holding his paintbrush. I liked it so much that I decided to draw all the characters in that same style, apart from the turtle. Actually, I don't really know anything about the turtle. I didn't draw him at all on this one. But maybe I should. But I did want to show you a little close-up because this is how slow, I have mentioned this before, but I take my time when I'm sketching out pictures usually, and those are the ones that I always find turn out the best, the ones that I seem to plan more. So with this particular page spread, it took me like 3 days to film, like not 3 full days, but like 3 evenings to finish filming it. Because it takes me so long to sketch everything out if I want to plan a journal spread properly. I'm just not that well practiced in it, I guess, and it just takes me time to actually decide where everything would look best. So after I sketched everything out, I used a kneaded eraser to erase it, which sounds kind of crazy if you're not used to doing that, but you have to erase the pencil lines so that you can't see them underneath of the watercolor, because obviously you can't erase them after you put the watercolor on top, just in case you didn't know or you wondered why I did that. That's why. But I actually quite like some of the pencil showing through the illustration. I think it gives it quite a cutely innocent look. I was thinking about outlining it in black too, but I did think that it would be a bit harsh for this illustration because all the colours are pastel. So now, sorry, if you just look on the right there was a little bug. I just had to mention that because we have these stink bugs in Japan. They're called stink bugs. They're like little tiny bugs, and if you touch them, they like let off like a grassy kind of earthy smell. I don't particularly mind it, but the kids here, they hate it. And I had a little one there on my little towel. I thought that was funny, but don't worry, I put it outside and it was fine. I just thought it was funny. So you'll probably see more bugs in my video. You just can't really avoid it here. We're surrounded by trees and we live in a really old Japanese house, so it happens, it's fine. Anyway, I wanted to just talk more about these characters. So when I very first came to Japan, I came to I think I already mentioned this. I came for my 25th birthday to go to Tokyo Disney, and I saw these characters everywhere, these Duffy and friends, and I had no idea who they were. I'd never seen them before, and I didn't even know that they were Disney characters. I just had no clue, but everyone in the park seemed to be either dressed like them or had their merchandise, or even just carrying around full-size teddy bears from the park. And I'm not talking about children, I'm talking about adults, but there were some children that were even dressed like the bears. So they were walking around and they just looked like life-size teddy bears. It was so cute, and it's like a memory that really stuck in my mind, was that these characters were everywhere, and it's something that solely reminds me of Japan and the very first time that I came. So that's kind of why they have such a vivid, a strong memory, if you like, for me, and I just really enjoy them as well. They're very cute and colourful, so that's why I decided to draw them all out today. And on the left I did these hanging pouches. They're like pass holders, so you can put your park tickets in there, and there's it's like a little coin purse as well. They're really cute, and I bought a Shelley May one. When I first went, even though I didn't know who the character was, I wanted to be involved. I wanted to have something that I saw everybody else had, which was really funny. So I'm really happy with how this illustration turned out. I decided to outline everything in a soft outline. I did try to outline Stella Lou, the little bunny there. I did try and outline her with a black pen, but I did think it looked a bit harsh, so I went back over it with a white and then again a lilac. And so every character is sort of outlined in a similar colour to their character on the right side of the page, and on the left side of the page everything's outlined in a brown pen, and I used mild liner pens for that, which, if you don't know, they're like a water-based felt tip highlighter, if you like. I really love using them as well. So then, because I had this wonderful memory from these characters, I decided to journal my experience, which is basically what I just told you. I decided to do it in the little space there. Oh, I forgot to mention too, those little paint splats. I literally took the excess paint that I had left and just held a dropper and dropped them onto the page, and I really enjoyed the way that turned out. I'll definitely be doing that again. So anyway, that's it for this week's video. I really hope you enjoyed this one. This is definitely one of my favorites. I will see you guys next Sunday with a new video. Take care, everybody. Bye.